Today, I am going to run a model which is time series model with Eviews student version. Either ways, I have other version as well. So practically, since most of the people will be using student version, which is free but restricted in many areas, I would like to start with the student version that people will be able to use to practice at home. So here, I will first of all import my file. I'll go to import, then I would just go to my computer, no, um, desktop. Then I would have to look for a data that I'm going to use. I need to check data I have in. I have a lot of data. I need to look for simple data that I'll be able to use to run. So here I'll click on open, then click on next because I want it to determine the data I'm going to use. So I'll click on finish, then no. So here I have my data already imported. If I want to view the data, I will just select all of them together here. Then I'll click on open as group. So it should be giving me all the data here. I have GDP per capita, inflation, real effective exchange rate, trade openness. So click on yes. So you saw my variables GDP is in high values. I'll prefer to convert them into logs. So now here, I would just make sure I click here. Then I'll need to type the variable name here to GDP. Then I would just look for the variable here. Then I'll put LG here. If I put LG here equals to, I'm trying to say that it needs to convert it into log. So this is going to be GDP. I would have to just scroll up, double click here, then close the bracket. So I'm saying that LG is equal to log of, GDP per capita. Click on OK. So I've clicked on OK. Now you can see it has been converted into logs here. Now I would just have to run my model. So I will select all the dependent variable first, click on other independent variables, and then here, then I'll open them as equation. So I've opened them as equation, and this is the time series I'm going to run, which is the least square, which is the ordinary least square or least square here. So I would just click on, so you can see here, you have your GDP per capita, you have your, inflation, real effective exchange rate, trade openness, and then constant. And you have the options here. This is the ordinary least square you're going to run. So I'm running the ordinary one. Then I'll leave everything to be the same. Go back to specification. I'll click on OK. So you can see here that it has run the model for me very nicely. And don't forget that here there is turbine waxing value here, which is less than the acceptable range, which is 1.5. So the minimum should be 1.5 and above. And here you can see that it's less than that, which is giving you an issue of autocorrelation. So but just because this model is just to estimate, to show you how time series is done, you need to make sure that your variables are well specified in the equation. But with time, we will try to, how to resolve this, as I've already explained in my other videos using Gretel to perform this. So if this is how you estimate your time series. So you can also go here to perform some diagnostic tests. So you have your various inflation factor here, which is the VIF. So you click on it. So you can see there is no, there is no variable which is having any, which is not having any multicollinearity. Like I mentioned, looking multicollinearity here is, where one of the variables is capable of explaining the other ones, and here we don't have any situation like that. So also you can also check your normality. and you can see it's also showing that the error terms are not normally distributed. As you can see here, the p-value is less than 5%. Like I mentioned, the autocorrelation with Devin Waxing was showing was also something that will reflect here. You can also check the LM test here. If you use lag 2, which it will show you can see here. You can see here it's showing that there is serial correlation, and I believe you can also check for random reset to check if the model is correctly specified. So let me leave it at 1, but in the upcoming videos we might try to play with the data, but this is just an introduction video for people to understand. So you can see here it's showing that the model is correctly specified. You can see the p-values are greater than 5%. So ideally, this is just a video showing how to estimate time series in Eviews, and in the upcoming videos I'll try to explain how you can perform your unit root test before you move to this session of estimating your time series. Thank you for your time, and you try to subscribe to my channel so that you get all the updates that will be coming up.